Yeah. That'll work. Yep.
Barbershop customers come in for a haircut and maybe some friendly banter about last night's Cavs game.
I think we go win, but I don't know if we go sweep.
I'll show some money talking to do, man.
Yeah, I am when it's in my favor.
But when Philip Parker came to Urban Cuts for a trim, he also got some good news.
So your blood pressure is perfect. So like we said before, the goal is less than 120 and less than 80. So it's perfect. It's perfect. No, it's perfect.
Every so often, the Old Brooklyn Barbershop offers free blood pressure screenings for its customers.
I think that was excellent. It was something that's needed in the community.
Parker admits that it's been a while since he's gotten his blood pressure checked.
Oh, it's been some years. So that's real convenient for me.
That convenience is part of what makes this such a success.
It's not something where someone's like, oh, I have to go to the doctor. It's already here. It's already available.
After a few deep breaths, we're going to take the blood pressure.
And that's why we're here, because people don't expect it. They think they're just coming in, getting their haircut. But a lot of times people have to wait to get their haircut, 15, 20 minutes. So it kind of works perfectly because we're just here and we're like, hey, do you want to get your blood pressure taken?
Teresa Russell is one of the volunteer Cleveland State medical students conducting the screenings.
People can be hesitant to go to the doctor because they don't know that the doctor has their best interests at heart. So that's why it's really important to bring, like health screenings to places where people are comfortable, like barbershops, because people are already here, they're comfortable with their barber, they're comfortable with their friends here.
But Russell didn't always see this as a brilliant idea.
At first, I thought it was a little weird, I have to be honest. But then I thought about it and I was like, that is so smart, because especially if we're trying to reach, African American males, a population that, don't tend to run to the doctor at every single moment.
A 2017 study by the American Heart Association indicated that about 59% of African American males have high blood pressure. Compare that to white and Hispanic males. Less than 50% of both demographics have high blood pressure. So who is the mastermind behind bringing health into the mix at a place where sports, music, and politics dominate the discussion?
When I went to see the urologist last week, the girl said it was 117 over 77. She said that was excellent. But
people began to appreciate the fact that I took an interest in their health. Have you noticed a change, like in your energy or anything like that?
That would be Waverly Willis, the owner of Urban Cuts.
My clients were starting to disappear. And when I would run into their wives or their children or their girlfriend, I would ask what happened to Joe. And they would tell me that he passed away from a stroke or a heart attack, something to that.
Willis wanted to help, partially because he has his own history of blood pressure problems.
I lost 200 pounds in the last couple of years. I was able to get off of the high blood pressure medication, which was one of my goals. Unfortunately, men, we don't go to the doctor for the most part unless something is falling off. So I said, this is going to be a gathering place. They're going to come and get their haircuts anyway. So again, why not have a conversation about it?
I've been controlling my diabetes.
I want you to know what your blood pressure is. I want you to know what a healthy blood pressure is.
Willis started this program a few years ago by asking medical professionals he knew personally to lend a hand. But recently he partnered with Cleveland's American Heart Association to make the process more formal. Brenda Parks is the Multicultural Initiatives Director.
Trying to get people not to be fearful, looking at a white coat, going to a doctor, all of those things, for whatever reason, causes people not to want to go. It's an ideal location for people to come and to learn, mainly because people trust their barber. And because they trust their barber, they're more likely to explain or share information that they wouldn't normally share with anyone else.
Yeah, it's actually been a couple of occasions that guys have came in to, get a basic service, haircut, lineup or whatever, and we were checking the blood pressures, and a couple times gentlemen's their blood pressure was so high, so elevated, that we told them to skip the haircut and go to the emergency room.
Willis also founded the Urban Barber Association, a network of Cleveland area barbershops and salons working together to educate customers on community issues. Through this association, Willis put business competition aside and spread this idea around.
I don't want it to be strange to know that you can get your blood pressure taken at a barbershop. It's more barbershops than hospitals. It's more barbershops than urgent cares. So why not use these small satellites as beacons of hope and a resource in our community?
After talking to Willis, Damon Chapman brought blood pressure screenings to his shop, Classic Clippers in Larchmere.
It's great that us as barbers can reach out to each other and spread good information throughout our community and try to uplift the community with different things like health awareness.
Willis is a man always looking to help in the community. In addition to the blood pressure screenings, he's volunteered to give free haircuts to the homeless. And he keeps a list at the shop of employers that openly hire formerly incarcerated people.
They said a problem shared is cut in half. So if we're going through the fire together, it's something that will motivate both of us to come out on top. The camaraderie that's shared amongst the barber and their client is something that is unmatched.
For IdeaStream, I'm Gabriel Kramer.